Hey guys, so we have the info for some of the EZAs coming to JP Dokkan. We have the two golden Friezas, so the INT and the AGL one, and then we also have the INT Rage Trunks Future that is also coming to JP. So we'll go through the Friezas first, and then we'll go ahead and talk about Trunks. Leader skill for this Frieza is in tech and strength types, Ki +3, HP attack and defense plus 80%. It's not the best. Super attack is raises defense and causes supreme damage, so he does infinitely stack his defense, which is pretty interesting. Makes him pretty valuable, especially when we look at his passive, which is attack and defense plus 90% start of the turn. And then he picks up a target Goku category support sort of portion of his passive here. Ki +2, and then attack and defense plus 30% to all target Goku category allies. And then a high chance to perform a critical hit if there is an enemy whose name contains Goku. So the infinitely stacking defense in combination with this guy being a support unit for the target Goku category, and then also having 90% attack and defense at the start of the turn, like, he's going to be really, really good. This is something that the target Goku category really needed, like, pretty bad. Like, it's just something to make it more unique, right? This guy kind of reminds me of the Strength Beerus, but I think this guy's going to be way better than the Strength Beerus. Well, the Strength Beerus is good for the Worthy Rivals category because he is a dedicated support unit for that category, and I mean, this guy's going to be easily the best support unit for the target Goku category team. His defense is going to be insane. He's going to be doing decent damage, especially if you're fighting Goku. Legendary Goku event, he's going to be crazy, crazy good. I mean, yeah, this guy's looking really good. I'm impressed with what they did with this guy. We'll skip Trunks for now, go to him last. We'll move on to this AGL Golden Frieza, who he had his places you would use him. I mean, he was like the best tank in the game. Leader skill is AGL types attack plus 35% per AGL key spheres obtained. That's, I think, the best nuking leader skill in the game right now. Super attack is raises attack and causes supreme damage to the enemy, so he does stack raise his attack up all the way, which is good for long events, because this guy's not offensively oriented at all until we get to the EZA passive. Ki +2 and attack plus 90% when collecting 4 or more key spheres. And then he reduces damage received by 90% when HP is 40% or above. I'm actually going to pull this guy up real fast because I want to just see what his passive was prior to Awakening. But he did not have any of those offensive portions of either his super attack or the passive in there before, because this is sort of the same way that the INT Super Saiyan 2 transforming Goku into Super Saiyan 3 and Majin Vegeta work with the orbs collected. And the same thing with LR INT Cell when he's transformed. They get the boost on super attack when they collect 4 more key spheres and then they super attack. So it's going to be a pretty good boost there when you pair it alongside a support unit. Okay, so Golden Frieza's passive prior to EZAing is 90%, but it has to be above 50% health, so now it's 40%, which is actually pretty good. It's actually a pretty significant difference. So, as long as this guy is above 40% HP, he's going to be taking 0 damage. That's really good. I like how these, like this AGL one and then the INT one, are like completely different, and you're going to want to bring them into different events, you know, depending on different circumstances that you're, you know, like what team you're using and stuff like that. So that's good. I like how they design these a lot. Now we will move on to Trunks. So if you guys saw my prediction video, it's pretty close to what this guy ended up being. Leader skill is super class Ki +3, HP attack and defense plus 100%, which we knew was coming. Super attack causes immense damage and greatly lowers defense, and then raises super class allies attack plus 30% for 1 turn. The passive changes strength key spheres to INT. Okay, that's the same as what it was prior to EZA. Attack and defense plus 20% per key sphere obtained. That's actually higher than what I had. I had 18. This is 20. 20 is really good because, for reference, we can pull up someone like Physical Goku Black. His EZA. Let me just pull that up real fast. So Physical Goku Black, he gets attack and defense plus 15%. And he only gets an extra 5% when he's fighting a Goku family category enemy. This guy gets 20% just overall all the time. So that's really good. And they also changed it to just any key sphere. It doesn't have to be INT anymore, which is, it's a big change. Okay, and then he also randomly changes a type of orb to rainbow. excluding strength and int. So that's, you know, once he changes the orbs from strength to int, those int orbs will not change to rainbow. If there is a Realm of Gods category enemy present. So there's a Realm of Gods category enemy, he's effectively going to be double orb changing, and he's nuking. Like, that's insane. And then he gets attacked effective against all types when there's when collecting 7 or more key spheres, which is exactly what I had in my prediction. This guy, I don't know, this guy's looking like he could end up being the best EZA. He's definitely going to be very good. If he's fighting a Realm of Gods category enemy, I would say this guy is definitely in contention for the best EZA, besides Vegito Blue. I don't count Vegito Blue because he's so far better than every other EZA. But if this guy, like, if you compare this guy to, like, someone, like, in Janemba, Golden Frieza, like, defensively he's not going to be as good, but offensively he's going to, like, utterly destroy both of those guys. So, I don't know, this guy seems super good. He's going to be healing a ton, too, because if you have all these int orbs on the field, you have multiple orb changers. I'm actually going to go ahead and just talk about something real quick that I mentioned in my prediction video, which, now that this guy is, like, seriously almost exactly the same as my prediction video, like, this is more relevant than ever. So the Bond of Master and Disciple category, this is the team that's going to receive the biggest buff from this Trunks. So obviously we have the Trunks on here. He is changing strength to int. The best partner for him is probably going to be this Gohan. Now, the thing with Trunks that I talked about in the other video was this Trunks' links are really not that good because most of them are key links, and he doesn't really care about key when he's going to be, like, essentially nuking every single turn anyway. The 2 links that you want to activate for him are going to be Super Saiyan and Fierce Battle. This Gohan doesn't have either of those links, he only has Prepared for Battle. But this Gohan does create int orbs for him, and he also does attack and heal plus 50% for super int types, which obviously this Trunks is. So having these guys paired along with each other, I mean, it's just going to create, like, absurd amount of int orbs in the field for this Trunks to just collect and nuke every turn. So this is a very good partnership on the Bond of Master and Disciple category team. And then also, in addition to that, we now have this Goku, and we now have, where's the Vegeta at? The Vegeta is also here, right here. So we now have the Goku and the Vegeta on this team as well, and they both have Fierce Battle and Super Saiyan. So they both have the main links that this Trunks wants to activate. So you could run this Trunks alongside one of these two guys. I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter. So you run the rotation of Trunks and then one of these two, and then a floater. You have this Gohan just floating around. So on the turn where you have Trunks, one of these guys, and then Gohan on rotation, like, that has the potential to be utterly, like, destructive. Like, you'll kill anything because this guy's going to be effective against all types. Remember that. Like, legitimately, there's not going to be a single turn where you don't get this. Like, it's going to be so easy to get attacks effective against all types with this character. And I compared this in my prediction video to the LR Broly trio, because their stipulation is also to get 7 or more key spheres in order to get the dodge all attacks thing. But the problem with that unit is that there really aren't that many key sphere manipulators on their teams, because they're only on, like, 2 teams. And whereas this guy himself is an orb changer, you have this guy orb changer, you have this guy orb changer, and you have this guy as an orb changer. So you have the potential to have 4 orb changers on your team running around. Like, this team's going to be ridiculous. And then you're going to have this guy too. Trunks is going to be triggering this guy's transformation, which maybe not is necessarily the best thing ever, but I mean, this guy's really good transform too. I don't know, this team's looking really, really good. And then also Hybrid Saiyans too. We take a look at that team. This Goten, the movie Goten right here. I mean, he's going to be a good floater for this this Trunks, because again, the Hybrid Saiyan team, you can still run this guy. So a rotation of this Gohan, this Trunks, and then you just throw on this Goten as a floater. You'll have a ton of int orbs, and then this Goten is going to create a bunch of rainbow orbs because he changes physical to rainbow. So that's going to be triple orb changers, like, every rotation for this Trunks. I don't know. It's just crazy. I didn't think they would give him 20% per orb. That's insane. Let me know what you guys are thinking about this Trunks, as well as the 2 Frieza units as well, because they are really, really good too. Target Goku really is going to benefit a lot from this guy too. So Let me know down below what you guys think. That was pretty much all we got for this video. I mean, a rather quick one here, but hope you guys enjoyed nonetheless, and see you all in the next one.